Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are listening from today. My name is Joseph Afeso. I am a Microsoft MVP and MCT. And today I want to walk us through how to manage your smart lockout value using the Microsoft Entra. So just in case you're wondering what is smart lockout is that feature that you set up where it gives the user the threshold at which they can try wrong password before their account get locked out. For example, a user forgot his password and is trying to guess passwords. You can say, okay, after your third, your fourth, or your fifth sign in, then your account should be locked out, because it is possible at that point that it is a hacker trying to guess the user password to sign into his account, and that's what is called brute force attack in cybersecurity. So a brute force attack is actually having a hacker that's trying to use different password or guessing passwords to sign into the user's account, and you can actually use this feature to prevent that from happening, or from the users or from the hacker having access to the user's account via brute force attack. So if this is your first time coming across my video, my name again is Joseph Afeso, and please I encourage you to help me hit on the subscribe button. As we speak today, this channel is standing at 657 subscribers, even though I have a lot of views in the past few days as well. I have like 5,000 plus views, and having this for over a period of time. Please help me by growing this channel. Hit on the subscribe button and hit on like on every of my videos that you come across. But the major point of today is how to configure and test these features out. So I'm heading on to my test environment here, and that is this. So if I get here, the first thing I want to do is to do cmd.ms. So if I do cmd.ms, the next thing I want to do is to click on the very first URL here showing Microsoft Entra. So if I click on Microsoft Entra, and I will see myself in the Microsoft Entra Admin Center, which used to be called the Azure Active Directory. Okay, so I haven't gotten here. The next thing I want to do, what do I want to do? I want to protect users' accounts. So because I want to protect user accounts, I will come to protection by this far left hand side, and then I will see authentication methods. So seeing authentication method, now I click on it. So the next thing I want to do is to come to password protection. So just take note of these steps, because sometimes they can be confusing, but why come in and just know that you are going to do protection. So now looking at this is speaking to the custom lockout threshold. This is 4 set here, because in my last demo I tried to use 4 for it. So what this means is that a user signs in once and it fails, second, third, fourth times, and then if it tries again, the account should be locked out for 3,600 seconds. So this is where you can set it. So if we remove this 4, what it means is that you can set this value to between 1 and 50. So you can see if the user signs in once and it failed the second time, it should say the account is locked out. Of course, it is not practical, right? Because anybody can make mistake in the first time. But at the time a user is making a mistake once, wrong password, second time, wrong password, third time, wrong password, fourth time, wrong password, I think it is good that that user should be locked out, because it is possible it is not that user that is going through those sign-ins. Not that that is not possible. Perhaps the user is having like a brain freeze. It's possible, but it can be a hacker, so you don't want to leave that gap. If it's truly the user, then when the account is locked out, the user can reach out to the admin, and the admin can reactivate the account immediately after verifying that it is actually the user that was trying to sign in. So I want us to fix this value at 5 at this time, right? So that 5 sign-in fails is okay. And then what is the duration that we want the user's account? So this is speaking to the minimum length in seconds of each lockout. However, if an account locks out repeatedly, this duration is going to increase for that account. And for this, it can be between the values of 5 seconds to 18,000 seconds. So you may want to just put it at 3,600 seconds. That is just my own customization anyway. I think that is speaking to 1 hour or so. So I'll just hit on save, right? That's all I need to do. So the next thing I want us to do is to practicalize this failed sign in for a number of times by picking one of the lab users. So I'll come to my users, and I'll come to all users. So the next thing I want to do quickly is to come to one of the accounts that I can quickly just try to sign in as. So maybe I just want to pick one of my test accounts here, and I'm just going to pick an account here, please. I'm just trying to get one, maybe this, right? That should be a guest account actually. So let's just pick. I've used a lot of accounts for demos, and I don't just want to go to the one that will keep us in loop of something. Okay, so let's just go with this guy. I think this one is a fresh account that I've not actually used for this particular demo while preparing. So I want to come here, and I just want to open a guest profile, and then I will click on this. I'm dragging it here. Apologies, it was not showing there. So I'm just going to do office.com. So if I do office.com on the guest browser now, I just want to hit on sign in. And so what I will do is to supply the email address of that user. So now what is going to happen is I don't know this user's password, right? So I'm going to do this. I'm just entering the wrong password for this lab user 1. So count seats. This is going to be the second sign-in error. This is the third one. And then this is the fourth sign-in. And then the fifth failure is coming now. So let's see what happens after all these. So I'm just going to put one more. So it should tell me that your account is temporarily locked out to prevent unauthorized use. Try again later, and if you still have this trouble, contact your administrator. So this is the error that the user is going to get. Now, when you say try again later, this later here is a function of what duration that was set here in the let's come back to authentication methods and then come to password protection. So the function of how many seconds or what duration of time the user has to come back to try to sign in is a function of how many, or the duration that was set here, the user can come back to attempt to sign in. So this is how it works. So this is where you can customize your lockout threshold, and I hope that you find this video useful. If you do, please kindly give it a like, and if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, it is time that you hit on the subscribe button. Thank you very much for sticking to this end, and I hope that the next video you will also try to look through it, because I'm already preparing for that, as a matter of fact. So thank you and have a great day out there. Cheers.